Hey, ftmKICKSTART, how's it going? Topic this week is religion, and I've been thinking about it all week, and I felt like I would have to censor myself a little bit, but I think my ideas have been changing. So to start off, I'm not religious. My mom was raised Irish Catholic, my father was raised Protestant, I guess. My experience with religion has been one of discomfort around people who express their religion, especially Christianity. And I think that's just because I've had some experiences that are not pleasant as far as I'm concerned. You don't like being held, do you? No. What was I saying? One of the experiences I had that's a bit is one of my friends invited me out to Alberta to work because the job market is still quite big over there, and I told him about my situation before going out, and I was hesitant to go out because I was pre-everything and I was just starting the process of transitioning. So I was a bit hesitant, and then I decided to go anyway. And then I got down there, and it turns out he had let everyone know that I was female, and so everyone was referring to me as such. And then we'd kind of have talks in his car, and he'd bring up that, I think someone brought it up in their video, I'm not sure who, I apologize, but that idea that God made you a certain way and God doesn't make mistakes, and so maybe I should just learn to accept. And that was really disheartening. It was very uncomfortable, and so I think that has led me to always feeling uncomfortable around people who identify as religious and who say they go to church and all that stuff. And then recently, I've met a couple of people who identify as Christian and who go to church, and that's their lifestyle. Like they believe in God, they love Him, they feel like He helps them get through stuff in their life, like hard stuff. And they know that I'm trans, but there's no judging and there's no questioning, you know, like there's no bringing God into it, asking me why I feel like I have to do this. And it made me realize something. I had this expectation that religious people are going to judge me, but then I am judging them too. And it's hard because I'm judging them based on the history of their religion and of what people who identify as part of that religion have done and have said, and just really generalizing and stereotyping them, which is ironic because that's what they're doing to trans people. You know, they're just taking this group, but it's different because there isn't really a history of violence in transsexualism and transgenderism. But I think that's so interesting that I'm judging Christians as sort of a general collective based on this history, and so until I get to know an individual person who believes in God and realize that they're a decent person, I had this sort of anxiety around anyone I know to be religious. That. And then, on the other hand, they feel the same way, but the reason they're judging us as a collective is based on their beliefs, not based on a history that we've created of sort of exclusion and segregation and violence and war, but because the interpretation of their God and of their religion is that we're not natural, and so you've got to convert them or get rid of them, or, you know, wave signs around saying that they're bad. But that's the other thing, like I have an open mind, so I can get to know someone who is very religious, either Christian or Muslim or Islamic or Hindu or Buddhist. Buddhists are sweet. If I were to be religious, Buddhism. Spirituality. I have a lot of spirituality, and I believe in energy, and when I die, all the energy that consists of my being, whatever that means, is going to become a part of the world that I lived my life on, and I think that's really beautiful. So that makes me content, and I also have a very strong sense of self and of personal responsibility, and I think that's another reason why I get a bit uncomfortable around people who believe in God, because I don't. It just makes me sad that they're not strong enough to get through life on their own. And see, this is why I feel like I need to censor myself, because that's not a very nice thing to say, and I know people have said a lot worse, but I don't think it makes you a bad person, and everyone needs help sometimes, but I just, like, I have more faith in other people and their experiences helping me get through things than in believing that I was created by some being who's watching over me and taking care of me, and anything bad that does happen was supposed to happen, and I just gotta go with it and trust. I don't know, that seems like a bit of a cop-out on life. I feel like I need to be responsible for everything I do, and that I don't need the reward of heaven to be a good person. I used to really get angry with religion, and now I've learned to not, to just accept people and to love everyone, and to open my mind to love, yeah, and just appreciate what people can teach me and what I can teach them. Jeez, I don't know, it's a little hot topic, a little controversial, yeah, but it's good. Gotta talk about these things. Well, I'll see you guys next week. It's an interesting topic next week. Yeah. Take care, guys. Peace. How many people did you convert, Tommy? Well, I got 12 people today. How about you? Ah, gosh, I only got 8. I'm not going to get a really good spot in heaven. I need to convert more people to get a better spot in heaven. I don't know. That's just seems really weird. Like, it's nice that you're worried, but relax. Like, just let people do what they want to do.